welcome to another amazing day at fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hello, everybody. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter, who is hiding in my camera somewhere. There's Nick. Hello, Nick.
I'm here.
Nick is a really fantastic senior engineer that we have been having do many little mini-series in the middle of the week for us for quite a while now. Currently, we've got a really unique series going. We are doing our existing FileMaker file design and modernization workshop. Basically, send us a file, and Nick will look at it, determine if it needs assistance. If he determines that it needs assistance, he will do the assistance live. So basically, he gets to go over your file live, make edits, make changes, talk to you about it. You get the file back when it's done. We've had a couple people send us files, but please feel free to send in more. This is a really fun idea for a series I think we'd like to keep doing for as long as people have interest. Again, you get to see your file be renovated live. And frankly, the more of a disaster on two legs it is, probably the better. I know people are like, oh, I really don't want anyone to see my embarrassing file. Even RCC has embarrassing files. It's like
yeah, not even RCC. RCC has embarrassing files.
Yeah, no, like our financial system is. I have nostalgia about that from my childhood when I was like 6. Okay, so it looks like it came from when I was about 6, about 20 years ago. And actually, Ken, who is the person who is getting his stuff changed, I think is in Discord and Zoom with us today. So he gets to talk directly while things are happening. Okay, so we're doing 3 days of this week, and then Friday will be Monkey Bread plugin spotlight stuff, image editing, and Monday will be the same except for web viewers, and they'll be continuing work on Ken's file Tuesday next week. So basically, watch a file be changed live via the hands of Nick. It'll be fun.
Thank you, Mars. Thank you for the and we have Ken Tully with us.
Yes.
So thank you, Mars, for the introduction. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. So this is an exciting day because it's a new type of series that we're going to initiate. So let me close the window. I forgot about this. Yeah, it's an exciting day today because that's the new things that we want to initiate, and that's why we tell you that we need files. We need files. So we receive a file from David Angel, and unfortunately we cannot use it because it's too good. David, you did a good job on the following. Obviously, you're following me. You're following RCC. You can say we can tell it's well built, it's well done, it looks great. It looks something I could have done. So, and unfortunately, it's too good. So we have nothing to say. And it's in Spanish, so there's no problem with me. You know that. But the majority of the audience here won't understand anything what you built. So we cannot use that file. So David, you did a good job. Following us, we can tell it looks like something I could have built, and it's a good job, good job. So, but we cannot use the file. So we need files that like Ken's files, So thank you, Ken, for joining today. So can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. Hey, I've been doing FileMaker for many years, just little pieces, and never really took any great classes in it. And then a couple of years, 3 ago, about the time you guys started this live stream, I caught up with you guys, and I've just been kind of increasing my learning and my knowledge for quite a while. And I think as I told you, Nick, what you'll see in my file is a lot of attempts to implement the things that you've been showing us over the years. And I think the files really kind of suffered from feature creep. I watched something on a live stream and, hey, that'd be a great idea, and I can incorporate that. And then I just keep building things, and it just kind of builds on top of itself and has kind of gotten to the point where it's kind of a mess right now. And so it's just time for what I'm kind of in my brain thinking of is version 2 and to move forward with this. But I'm a retired educator and IT guy. I used to train people on software, and I fly hot air balloons. And the work I'm doing with this file is basically for the local balloon club. And actually, there's another version of this file that has been expanded with a whole lot more data in it that I'm using for Balloon Fiesta. So this little project has taken some legs of its own, and it's time to just move forward and make it work better.
Exactly. So thank you, Ken, for the introduction. And so exactly what, okay, so what we're going to do now with this series, so that's why we want you to send us files, okay, or even the worst possible, because what we're going to offer you, and I did the math this morning, we're going to do like 2 weeks, 3 hours a week. So we offer you the like $1,200. That is, if you ask me, like 6 hours is what you're going to pay. So it's a good gift we give you. We use your file, we fix your file, and we send it back, right? And we invite you online, like Ken, and we are going to show you pretty much what happened when you ask RCC to do coaching. The coaching is exactly what we're going to do now. We open session with Zoom, we share screen, and you explain you explain the file, you guide us, you guide me, and I fix. It's like a plumber coming in your home and say, okay, oh, that leaks, right? So let's start with the file. So let's hide this. So this is Ken's file. So when I saw the file, I fell in love with that file because it's exactly what I want, because it's exactly what I was talking since years about design, technique implementation, and many things, right? So obviously we have the Christmas tree, okay, which is okay. It's fine, It's not. You don't have to be to feel ashamed, and you don't have to feel bad, because we're here to teach you. So it's not a good thing. It's like, oh, I'm going to learn a language, but I don't know I don't know the language, so I'm feeling ashamed because I don't know the language. When I start talking Spanish, I was making mistakes every 2 words, but it was fun, right? So it's the same here. And people were telling me, no, you don't pronounce that way. You said this. Oh, don't say that, because you can think things differently, right? So it's exactly the same thing. So Ken, let's work through a little bit the file, and then like we did last time. Remember when we had the meeting, right? So let's explain. Explain me what is for, and and what had and how this works.
Sure. So the idea behind this database is to track all the documents that go with a balloon pilot and their balloon or balloons as well. So they submit them to me using a Cognito form. I move them over here. We put dates in. It does some calculations to tell me whether the stuff is current, missing, out of date, those types of things. So the screen we're looking at here is basically what I kind of was calling the pilot dashboard. This gives me at a glance the condition of this guy, who happens to be me because I stripped all the other data out, all the information about me. And if I look down that kind of middle column, I can see that my pilot certificate is valid, my flight review is current, my medical, second-class medical, not applicable, my insurance is current. And then I get down into the balloon stuff, and I have a primary balloon, and then I have secondary balloons. So the primary balloon, the annual registration airworthiness is all current or valid. Those boxes there then kind of move to the right and tell me that the pilot status is current and that the balloon status is current, which gives me an overall status of this guy's current as far as all of their documents and the FAA is concerned. I've got a QR code because there's a badge that the pilot gets that we scan when they check in for a flying event. I can email those buttons that say badge and status. I can email those to the pilot. The update pilot button just takes me to the page where I can put all the pilot data in there. The portal kind of mid-center below is the balloons that are attached to this pilot. and the little arrows. So different technique, but it takes me to the data page for each of those balloons. And then frankly, all the stuff at the bottom was just stuff that I wanted to kind of see that I built it, because it goes in an email somewhere that goes back to the pilot, or as different flags get set, things like you might recognize those logos from my backdrop, the local balloon club, Balloon Fiesta, that this guy was a paid up member in 2022. So I have a lot of different icons that show up based on flags that I set on the other pages.
Great. So thank you for all of this, Ken. So what we're going to do now, so we're here for 2 weeks and maybe 3. We're going to talk about that, Marge, because this file is very interesting. It's simple. We don't have 2 billion tables and we don't have super complications. So it's great to, we have a very, we have a few tables here, and we have interesting relationship map, right? Which is it's not bad at all, right? So it's not bad at all. We have the what's the name? The anchor buoy. We have all what we need to have. So I think it's a very good example. That's why when I saw it, I said, okay, I got lucky, because it's a very good example. So we're going to keep that, and we're going to keep going and do things that interesting people. So we're going to do on multiple phases, but the first thing we need to do here is to clean the mess. So how we clean the mess? Okay, we strip out everything that is not necessary and we start over. Okay, I'm not going to fix this. We're going to start over, right? So, and I'm going to show you how we start over. So first, because I forgot to, so let me stop the sharing right quick. I'm going to open another file, right? And I'm going to show you many things. So that's why we call that workshop. How we use all what you learn with us so far, all those years and those thousands of hours of webinars. How you can use that. So that I'm going to show you how to use all the files you receive from us, all the technique you learn from us. I'm going to show you in front of you live without a net, right? How to implement, reuse, and avoid our extra or unnecessary work, and I'm going to show you that how to use all what you have on the table, how to use it, and that is the goal of those webinars, right? Not just learning things, but see how you can use things, right? So I have here a file. Okay, so I open the file here, right? So I'm going to pretty much rebuild Ken's file, okay? But it's not a rebuild. It's a build on the side, okay? So pretty much, I come from a city where they do that, right? They do exactly what I'm going to do, on the buildings, They build a building on top of the old one, right? And when the building built on top of the old one, they destroy the old one inside. Right? It's a really, really impressive way to build things. We're going to build exactly the same thing. We're going to do the same thing. Right? So first thing we need to do, we have things to do. If you want to use all what I'm building for you, we need to do the same thing. Okay, always. The first thing we need to do, we need to import the theme I'm going to use. I'm going to use the theme, I'm going to use that theme, the last one, the Morpheus theme, the new morphism, so I'm going to use that, right? So let's import this. So how we import the theme? So we go to manage themes, right? We import, we say we want to go to a server. We open the file where you want to import the theme, right? And we want to import this one. So now that's the theme of this file, okay? So now the theme is going to be imported, right? So I have the theme I want. And we can do a cleanup because we cannot delete. Oh yeah, classic. Oh yeah, so seeing this, that means the file is coming from before 12, right? Ken, it's coming from a long time ago, right?
Probably. Well, I don't remember it being before 12, but I've built on things and have brought things over back to that feature creep thing.
Yeah, because the classic theme is because when they introduced 12, they introduced this theme that was mocking the theme of before 12, you know. So okay, so we did our job. So we have the new morphs like layout, right? So now we're going to build a new layout, you know. So we're going to clean up things. So how we clean up things, right? We go to the layout, we create a folder, and we call that old layouts. So we put everything that was before, we put that out, okay? So we select all the layout and we drag them inside this. So now this is, okay, it's over, you know? We have a separator and we put the separator above. So now we are clean slate, okay? So, and we can do, a new layout for this one, okay? So we have the theme and we clean up the layout. So this is coming from the pilot table, right? So we can new layout, okay? From the pilot table, it's a form, and we call it L100. So we start with the 100, right? L100 pilots are, so that's a kind of a dashboard, okay? Okay. This is dialog dashboard, okay? So this is what we want. So we finish. So we have a new layout, right? With the dashboard, with the pilot, and it names the pilot dashboard, right? So we change what's the name, the theme, right? And we're going to remove everything we don't need. Okay, so the navigation I need, and we're going to pretty much replicate what we have here, you know. So I'm going to replicate what I have here, and I'm going to reuse many of those elements here, you know, pretty much I'm going to reuse everything, okay? So we have a top navigation that I put always at 55. So I know this is always 55, the 8 of the top navigation. So we put that on the top, right? And then we are going to resize, but those are heavily large, you know. And I have a ratio that I love. This is the width of the layout I love, you know. And this one is the same as this one, which is 723. Because pretty much with that ratio, we are within what we call the golden number, right? Hold on. This is not what I want to do. Okay. We are within the golden number here, right? So, you know, the golden number, you know, so this width by 8 like ratio, right? So, right. Okay, so I'm on the golden number, okay, close to the golden number. Like this, I'm on the golden number. So, and that is a nice looking layout, right? And it fits perfectly our wide, you know, new wide screen that we have now, right? We have wide screen. So, and I think in the future, the layout will get like this, right? Because we have those 35-inch curved screen, right? So we have screen like this now. So the layout must be adapted to the new screens, right? But this ratio is cool, right? This ratio is cool. So now I'm going to implement things that I want, right, from another file. But, okay, if you follow all what I'm doing, if you follow all the webinar I'm doing, like pretty much every day since years, okay, you need the same things in your file to make the file working. First, you need to import all my custom functions. Okay, so we have some here already that I already imported. You remember, because I did a demo to Ken. So we met 1 hour before, last week, and he explained to me the file and stuff like that. So, but we are going to import all my custom functions. So we do the same thing. We go here, we go to a file, and we import all my custom function. So I know them by heart. So the byte, we already have it, so we don't need to. But this one, you don't have it. So I want this one, right? So I'm going to select this one. I want to select the file prefix. I want to select the filter list of value, this one, the alpha charts, the get column value. This is a new one, super cool. The get file name too, the get file extension. No, this is not mine. The get map, numeric, get parameter value, value position, workday, image prefix, index, range, progress bar, portal filter, image prefix, yeah, range to set parameter value, time frame, and word code, which I think I already have it, yeah. And time frame, I have it? No. File prefix, I have it. Yeah. So, but it's okay it's okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so I have all my custom functions selected, right? And I'm going to import those custom functions here, right? So I have 20 custom functions. So that it's mandatory in order to have conflict, because I think we have repetition. Yeah. So all the twos, we can get rid of them. That means this one now, but I have which one I have here? This one and this one, because we already have them. This one. But we can, we can keep them, but I want to make sure. So this one now. Where's the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, we have 4. So those 4, we can delete them because they were there already. So we have now all my custom functions. So first, you need to import the theme. When you import the theme, you import the custom function. When you import the custom function, you import what I call the universal scripts, which are those scripts here. Those are universal, okay? Those scripts. So I need those. I need those as well, I need all of those. And those I don't need. Okay, so I need those scripts. Those scripts are universal, so let's do this. I need this until this. So I need all those scripts, right? They are all universal scripts. That means they are totally, completely, almost all of them are context-free. That means I can copy them, they're going to work. So I copy them, I'm going here, I'm going in this file, and I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do the same technique that I did before for the layouts. We create a folder, and we say all scripts, right? So, and we put all of them into this, right? So now those scripts, they are there, but we can ignore them, okay? We put a separator, right? And I'm going to paste my new scripts that I just copied from the other file. So now, right, I will have a clean system, right? I will have a clean system. That means I can start building on it. So when you want to create a new file borrowing objects, scripts, layout, script functions, calculation, all of this, you need to do that work. You clean, you isolate what was there before, right? And then you do this, right? So we have this, this we put here. Okay. So we have this. We can rename the two. Okay. So we have those scripts. Those scripts are working. Okay. Sometime you have this broke, but I'm not using it right now. But most of them, right? This is different because we have the audit log, but we the audit log, we don't need that. But you see, this is the most, this would be the one I'm using the most, right? Even though if that is if that is, because this is something I need for the other file, but we can remove it. But mostly they all work, If they don't work, that's not a big deal, because those insert files and stuff like that, if we need them, we're going to fix them. But mostly the one I'm using mostly are there. And here under what's the name? Under triggers, right? I need most of them, but this is an open script. So of course this won't work. But this works, this works. This won't work, but it's not a big deal because it's when you do a deletion and stuff like that. But you see, mostly I have the construction, right? And when I need to fix, it's just I need to remap this, right? It's not that I have to build all of this. This is there, right? I have all of this. This is there, all the numbers and all the thing, everything there. The logic is there. I just need to fix this as it comes, if I need. Okay, but I have them. I have all my regular typical script. Do we have any questions so far, Marge?
Yes. What screen resolution is adequate for layout size to fit? Normally, I'd think that 1366 by 768 because some old Macs and cheap Windows laptops still use that resolution.
Yeah, but I don't. Okay, I will be blunt and honest with you. You can buy a screen on Amazon for $100. So I don't. What I'm saying to the people, I'm saying, okay, look, we are in 2023. And I told you I'm blunt, okay? Working today with the standard of the design and stuff like that, even Facebook.com won't work on those computers. So I say, if you cannot use Facebook.com, or if you cannot use, I don't know, Twitter on your computer because your screen is so small, I cannot work for you, because the screen, the screen are so cheap right now. So buy a screen, and then we can work comfortably. But I understand your concern. But if you go too small, right, the guy will pay you a fortune, because you will be always, in the pain, and how you work with FileMaker. Look at this. Look at this. I have a 35-inch screen. Look at this. You have this, you have this, you have the data viewer, you have the screen debugger. How you do that? How you work? Tell me how you work. It's impossible if you have a small screen. Okay, I know you have your own screen. I know you have, but you cannot work with you cannot build something for a small screen right now. I think the smallest, I will say it's a 13-inch screen laptop, which is the laptop I have on here on my side, and which is this resolution. This is a 13-inch screen laptop, but without the bar, without the status bar, the toolbar. It's a 13-inch screen laptop, and I'm not going smaller than this. I'm sorry, I'm blunt. I understand the concern, but if you have a small screen, you are out of the standard. So if that's your case, you need to deal with it. But the question was, what the best resolution? The best resolution is this. It's a good compromise, you know. I like the 19. It's my habit. We can do 20 if you want, right? But the overall, you know, I like the 19. It's you know, it's years. I'm saying 19 here, so it's my OCD. So you know, I'm telling my customers, I say, okay, I'm sorry, I'm full of OCD, so don't bother. Okay, so yeah. So what's the next question, if you have one?
Do you have any, did you add any tables or fields before starting?
No, right now, no. Right now, we don't do that. Right now, we prepare the landscape, okay? We need things, because you understand, if I had copied my script before I import my custom function, all of those will be broken. So that's why I need the custom function before, and then I'm importing the script, because my script are calling those custom functions. You understand? So now we have the scripts. So now we have this, okay? So we prepare the landscape. So now we clean, because we don't have the old stuff in our site. We don't have the old stuff in our site neither here. Everything is hidden, okay? It's there. So we clean. We can work comfortably, okay? So now what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to that's here, right? And I'm going to analyze what I need, okay? So I need fields, right? And I need tables, okay? So here, right? I need a table. I need the table T01. I need that table, okay? I need that table because it will be helpful for the future, okay? So I need a global table, you know, I need it. Okay, no problem. Here it works. Before you do anything, okay? You go to the database here, right? So we copy, and we're going to replicate everything we need here, okay? So I need the table global from that database. And I don't even try to clean up, okay? I carry on from one solution to another, and I don't care if I have a bunch of garbage, because this is it's for us, it's for me, it's for my stuff, right? It's not for the customer, it's for my stuff. So I'm going there and I'm copying that table. So I'm going to the table here, right? I press the copy button, right? I cancel, and then I'm going there, right? And I paste that table, boom. So now I have the 50 fields, and I don't care if the fields are not good, you know, calendar type. This is, you know, they are from, you know, this was the work territory. This is from a file. I carried that since like 5 years. I don't care. It's there. One day I will reuse it. It's a global field. I don't care. You know, it doesn't, like the tax year here. I don't need, but it's there. I don't care. It's copy paste. We don't need to clean up anything here. What I need to do now that I have this table, okay, I will do something to clean up, okay? So what to do? We select all, and we put everything on the side, far away, boom, clean. I'm clean, right? And I'm going to create this, and this is T01 globals. Always I have this in my computer, always, right? So I like to use the Courier new, right, on 24, even 32. Okay, so this will be my globals, right? And here, I can copy this, and here I'm creating a new occurrence that I'm going to the global, so my global, okay, and I'm renaming this. So this is the occurrence that goes to the globals, right? So why I'm doing this, you know, I'm preparing the landscape I copy a table globals, right, from the file where I'm going to copy objects, right? That file I'm going to copy objects, right? So, and I don't want to break things. I really don't want to break anything on that layout, right? So, and I'm going to copy paste elements without breaking. Okay. So I'm doing this. So I create this, and I know I need that global table. So now I have the T01 globals. Okay. So now I can come here and start copying things. Okay. I can start. I'm going to copy this object, this. So here I can copy all of this, right? So I copy that environment. I'm going to copy that little environment, right? And look what I'm doing. Oh, sorry for that. I forgot some, but it's okay. I forgot something, but it's okay. Let's move on. Okay. Now, right? I'm copying this from one file to another, right? I copy. And here I'm in layout mode. And I want to, and we agree that layout has the same size of the other side, of the other one. In the eighth is the same. And I have the top navigation at the same spot. So I'm in layout mode. I copy objects. I go browse mode. I go back layout mode and I paste. And all the objects will go exactly where they were on the original file. Just you copy from the other side, you go to your layout, browse mode, layout mode, paste. Browse mode, layout mode, paste. When you do this, it will automatically put the objects at the same spot they were without resizing. Well, oh yeah, because it's the other one was larger. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We can do this. You know, it's normally we would have done it, but it doesn't because this layout is larger. Okay? So the demo didn't work. It's okay. So we can put that on the same, you know, the same position, right? So to check on this, we go to that object and you see this one 0.55 and this one is 0.55, right? So we're good. So all these objects are correct, right? And I don't know why this file is taller this one. Oh, 23, that's why. Yeah, oh, the overall is 23. Yeah, sorry. That's why it didn't work, because this. So it's 668.
Nick.
Okay. Yes.
You the objects that you selected to copy, you just knew that those were ones that we needed over here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I want to replicate this environment. So I'm good,
right,
because
but you didn't copy everything. You just
I don't copy everything. I copy side by side, slice by slice, or group by group, right?
Okay.
Because maybe I will go to another layout, copy another construction, right? You know what I mean? So I'm going to. I know I have plenty of layouts at my disposal, right? Because I have this layout here, but I have another one here that I will use. And then sometime I can go to another file, right? And copy from another file that has the same theme and stuff like that. But I can borrow, right? Here I have a different construction. This one is different. So I will copy something like this, for example. This, I'm not going to rebuild it. I'm going to copy and paste it, and but I don't have on this one. So I'm going to cherry pick on all my layouts, and I'm going to do my my shopping, right? And borrow what I need to borrow when I see something that looks like what I want to achieve, right? So and that is the beauty of keeping consistency. So thank you for the question, Ken, because that's exactly the purpose here. When we say you need to keep consistency, right? It's because in the future, more you're consistent and more you can borrow, more you can reuse, you have more availability to you, without rebuilding things, because it's easier, for example, here to put that in the alternate body one. No, it's not alternate body one. It's the standard. Yeah, it's default. Sorry. So we have we have all the default here, but it's easy to just move that here, right? Because I don't need that. I don't need that. So I don't want that. So I want that and that. And here, I call it dashboard, right? Dashboard. Okay. And this will be the pilot. Do you have a pilot number, something like this?
Yeah, it could be the certificate number.
Okay. So we go to the all layout, right? So we can put that if you want. That's the same. We can put that. So I'm going to copy this, right?
Yeah.
And paste it here. Okay. So I'm going to put that a little bit larger, and I'm going to paste this. But look what happened here. So I know most of you guys know, but maybe somebody watching the video in the future didn't know that. I'm going to paste the text. So it come yellow and italic, right? Obliques. But I don't want, I just paste it. So I paste it and Command Z, cancel, undo formatting, right? When you do this, when you select this, you paste, this comes undo formatting. So you undo the formatting and it comes back the way it was, right? Right? So now I have the name, last name, so we can put it larger in case of you have long names. So now we have dashboard with this, okay? So now we have a portal, we have many information here, right? And we have a global here, but you can see this global here is not broken. I copy from my file, another file, but it's not broken. Why? Because I have the T01 and I have the fields, right? I have the T01, I have the field. So it's not broken. And if I have all my scripts, my triggers available, everything works. I have nothing to do. This works, this works, this works, this works, this works, everything works. So my quick find here, I don't need to take care of it because I copy the script. It's always the same. I know those script works, I know they work, I know that works. And that will work also, right? It works. And the field here is going well, right? But now for that field, I don't want that. So now that I paste it and I used it in the layout, is there, I can go there and say the search field documents, this is the search field pilots master detail. I can rename it. I can, boom, boom. I can rename it. It won't break it. Now it's pilot. And even there, even there, it's pilot. It changed it, right? Because it's there. It's not some, I don't rename it before I paste object on the layout. If I do that, it will break. I paste as a document search field like it was on my original. And then after that, I change, right? So now I want to fix this, right? I want to fix this, this that we don't need. I want to fix this here, which is a construction, okay? But this fix itself because it's active record number, found count, and total record count. Those our merge get function we get from here. When you go and you say insert all the symbols, you have all of this available. That means you can put on the layout the account type, for example. Right? Okay. Or you can put whatever. All of those inserts, all the symbols are everything you get from the gets. All of those, you can paste it directly on the layout. All the gets. Demonstration. The most used ever. You know? The current date. Right? Or the current insert the current account name, right? So all of those get stuff are available to you directly. You don't need a field for that. You can paste on the layout. So, and you can type it manually if you want. Just you type curly brackets, curly brackets, current, and even if you do this, current date, curly bracket, boom, it fixes itself, and now it works, right? Just type, right? So I do this. I use that for this. I want the active record numbers, the font count, and the total record count. The only thing I don't have is the sort state. Okay. So I have the source state here somewhere. Okay, it's a field that I created. I need it. Sort state is there, right? It's a calculation. So I copy it, right? Copy the field, and I paste it in this table. Oh, I have it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I prepare myself, So you paste it. So now
I think that's one of the things you showed me on a seminar that I pulled from you and did manage to add.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So he said unsorted. So if you sort it, like this, now he said sorted. If you go, he said unsort. So pretty much what I wanted to do here, what I wanted to achieve with this, right, is pretty much replicate this. This. Even this works, right? Even this works. This one. This. So one, I'm in the record here, see? I'm in the record 1 out of 2 totals, right? 2 found. And this one is so, look at this. It's so messy, in my opinion, right? So 1 first record, second record out of 2 totals, right? Unsorted. Because if I do this, if I have many, many records, right? So I'm creating records. So that will update itself. I have 9, and it says 9 out of 9, 8, 6, 5, 3, 1. And if you ignore some, you say 1 out of 5, 9 total, I ignore, and you can reverse, right? So all of this is working. I didn't do anything. Why? Right? Because I'm using very simple stuff, right? Show omitted only, right? So I'm using buttons here. I'm using a chart, right? So all of this works. All of this works. This works. This works. Everything works because I use a technique here to clear the search, for example. Clear the search, right? So if I say Nick here, right? And if I clear the search, I clear, boom, right? It clears it because I'm using always the same technique. I name a field. The name is the field is named. I say go to the object, clear the object, commit, refresh the object I put if I need to refresh it. So if I need to refresh, I put in the parameter number 2, right? You understand? But I don't, for this, I don't, it's an option, right? So now I have all of this pretty much working, right? So all of this works, right? And I want to take care of the portal, okay? So for the portal here, right? So I want to go to the current table on the pilots, right? That's what I have. This we're going to take care of later. So I can pull that off for now and reuse all my construction. I know this one I can remove. I have another one behind, but I need one only. So I have this one, I have this construction. I didn't do anything. It just, I just copy paste. And I go to Ken's layout, and then we start building things. So here you see Ken has a calculation here.
That was just that calculation just tells me that there's no records found.
Okay. Oh, okay. I understand. So we have another way to do that to avoid this, right? To avoid this. The best way to do that is to have this. Okay. And normally, in this one, I don't have it, but it's okay. I'm putting this size 32, and I'm putting here in gray, right? And even more gray, more lighter, yeah, like this. And I'm center it, right? Right. And we can enrich our, what's the name, theme. I want to save that style and say, okay, this is a filigrane. It's an M? Yeah, no, it's an M. Okay, and I save the theme. Do you want? Yes. So I save the theme. So now I have a new theme, okay? So I have a new style in the theme. So you put that here, right? So you center it on the screen like this. This is center on the screen, center on this. You center it to be always, under centered like this on the left, right? And you say not get found count. No, get found count, sorry. When there's something, hide it, right? Demonstration. So here there's something. If I ignore all, boom, no pilots. Something, no pilots. Something, no pilots. Something, no pilots. So no calcs, nothing, a piece of text, and we can put that underneath the portal and forget about it. It's there. It will do the job. You understand? So that's better because here it was, or it was a tricky things, we can add more information, but we don't need all those information to, no pilots. That's it. No pilots. That's it. And we don't even need to hide the portal because the portal hides itself when it's empty. Okay. So he said, it showed nothing, right? It showed nothing. So it will be transparent pretty much if you have no rows, right? So we fixed pretty much all of those things. So we can arrange this. Or do we have? Yeah, you have filters here. So we're going to work on this. But let's move on. I want to pretty much fix this, right? So here what we have, you have the status combined. So we have the status combined. So I want to put the status combined here, right? Status combined. So I'm merging. So I'm opening this. FileMaker is smart enough to do that when you have because this object, it's a rotated object. We can rotate. So it's a rotate. We can rotate objects. Rotates, right? So this object is a rotated object. It was like this, and I rotated one like this to show the text like this, right? But a rotated object, when you double click on it to enter text inside, FileMaker will put it, up like this, or straight, horizontal, and then we can merge the status combined. It is not the field. It's a merge field. And then you click outside. So now it's taller. I don't care because I go there. I know this is 13. I know by heart. That's 13 because always I'm putting that 13. It's always 13. I don't even think about it. After 5 years of putting that 13, I know it's 13. That also, the benefits of getting consistent, okay? When you get consistent, right? So now we have this. So what's the status combined returns? I want to know that. So I'm going here, and let's see what that does, right? So students, so that's what you get. That's what it returns.
You either get, well, in that case, in that first line, yes. If there is a student, or it's a missing and a no fly, no valid, it's not valid, it's no fly, it's caution, it's expired. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to copy that text, that calculation. I assume that you have a conditional formatting.
Yes.
Okay. So let's copy this, paste it, and I don't know if this will, yeah. Okay, so this is something I need to show you. I want to transfer a conditional formatting from one object to another. Okay. So I copied this one. I paste it. When I paste it, it's selected. I select the other object. And then I said conditional formatting. And automatically, right, I'm going to transfer the conditional formatting to one object to another. I had one here, right? But it's going to get destroyed. It's going to get nuked. I click this one and I select this one, and now I do this, right?
So the one you click first overrides the second one.
Is the one? No, is the one that came in the layout. Let me try it. If I paste this and I do this, this will be the opposite. So you had this one in the layout. It was there. And then you copy this object and you paste it. So in the Z order of appearance, of creation, this one was the last one created before after this one.
Got it.
So it's the one that lands the last that take precedence. Right?
Got it.
So that's a cool technique. Don't tell me that it's not good. Nobody knew about it. Okay, maybe 2 people, right? So I don't care. I don't need to do anything. You did all, I don't, when a value is empty, okay. This, okay. So all your stuff will go, we follow, boom. And I can get rid of this. So I transferred the conditional formatting to my objects, right? So that's what I've done, right? That's what I've done. Look. current, red, right?
Right.
It works, okay? So now that we have this, okay, I want to take care of the fields, right? But here in my solutions, always, I build always on the same principle. I have always the same principle, consistency, right? Consistency, always. So in my stuff, I always have this first row when I'm putting things like this. This, it's a construction. It's a construction. I'm putting there many information, the short one, the codes, the IDs, whatever, right? I have the status on the side. Look what all the information I have here, okay? All the information I have in such small place. I have the ID, I have the county, the city, the code, right? The name, the sites, and the property address. Ha! If I go to another layout here, I have the dates. Here I have the tax year, the dates, the format, the size, the document number, the parcel number, the name, and the type of documents, right? So I want to build something like that. I think we built it, right? Or Ken? No, we didn't build that. Or I want to build.
No, I just had basically a name over there with a little thumbnail headshot.
Okay, so but we can add more. Okay,
sure.
So do you want to add something? For example, I don't know, the certificate number, the rating, So let's do. I need to do a demo, right? So I want to reuse. I don't want to build. I don't want to think. I thought years ago on this freaking info display, I don't want to think about it. I don't. Okay. So I'm going to, file info display. I'm going to copy this, copy that. I don't want to think, I don't want to. Who want to think? I don't want. So I have this. What the heck? Why it doesn't come? Yeah. Let me go to another table here. Or parcel. That's funny. So let's go there. That parcel info display. So I have a calc here, right? Okay. So copy. Okay. Okay. It's broken. But I don't want to think. I really don't, right? So I'll just fix that. Okay. So I want to go. So it's I can fix it, right? I will fix it. I want the pilot. So what is the pilot ID or the pilot? What
certificate number?
Okay, certificate. Okay, the certificate number. This one.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so that is cert number, right? Then what do I want? I want the status of this. Okay, I want the status of this, right? So I don't want the upper. I don't need the upper. So do I have? I saw certificate status. That's why it gave me the idea.
Right.
So I have the status. Which one is this one?
Yes. No,
Okay.
You know what? Use the one with the M on the end. 2 down.
Okay, here.
Yep.
What is this? Is valid.
So, I take a look at their certificate, and if I make sure that the number on the certificate matches the number that I have, so I'm like doing a manual check to say, is what they uploaded a valid document?
Okay, so and what
that's early on in the calculation of the status.
And what this will return?
It will return a color-coded whatever the status is, valid or not valid in the case of the certificate, or missing.
I want the not color coded. That is not color coded?
Correct. That one's not color-coded.
Okay, I don't want it. But, and if you say valid and the other one will say valid or not valid?
That's certificate status will say valid, not valid, or missing.
But what about this? What about this? What will
That's going to be a yes or no.
Yes, no. Valid,
Correct.
not valid. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So we do
rating
this.
would be good in there.
Yeah, I know.
Rating would be good.
The rating, this, where's the rating?
I think it's just called rating.
But it's related to certificates? It's okay. We don't need.
That's it there.
It's okay. So now, okay, so that's all what I need for now. I want to stay there. I just want to stay there, right? So I'm going to I'm going to do something interesting here. We're here to educate, right? So I want to show you how I'm doing things. Do I already have a status here, or sometimes I don't?
The status is the box, the object on the left-hand side.
Yeah, but do I have?
No, it's not. No, you're right. It's not. The one on the left-hand side is the overall status, and this is just a certificate status.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want something to go with. Okay, so is cert status. If I have a status, okay. If not is empty, the status. That means if I have something like this, I want the parenthesis and I want the status. Otherwise, I want nothing.
Right.
Okay. Then I don't need the code here. What can we add here? What could be interesting to have in that row? Set numbers. So the rating. What the rating will return?
Private, student, or commercial.
Okay. Let's keep it simple. Okay. Let's keep it simple. And now I'm saying I said I'm collecting the certificate number. I'm collecting the certificate status. I'm collecting the certificate. I'm collecting the rating.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
And I'm saying if there's a status, I want the parenthesis, the status, and the closing parenthesis. Otherwise, put nothing, blank. Now I'm going to construct the line. I want the certificate number. I want the status. And I want the certificate number. Sorry. I want the certificate number. And the is status, right? And I want the rating. And I want all of this to be separated by this character. So now I have my calculation. So I have my pilot info display, right? And I can show it on the layout. So we need the certificate number. So I'm going to put that, pilot info display, right? So I'm putting that there. So you see, it's formatted, it's there. I don't need to, but I have nothing here. So how to reinitiate an auto entry calculation like this? You select, because it's empty, I just created, so I cannot have anything. You just select one of those fields, one of those three fields. You select one, you put on the layout, and you replace that field by itself. Right?
Right.
Be careful. I replace by itself, not by this. Otherwise, all of them will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I replace by itself, are replaced by the fields. Okay. So, boom, that's what it's going to do. I have the number here, right? But here's something wrong here. Pilots, hold on. Substitute set number is set status. Yeah. I want the set number. Oh, but I didn't think that the set number could be empty, by the way. Right?
Yes,
it could be empty. Okay.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be because if I don't
Oh,
have
because my stuff is empty. Because because
your records are empty. Yes.
Yeah. So normally I have a number here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Every pilot will have a number.
Right. But you see, the private key is not coming. Here I have, and I don't have the carets. I don't have the caret. Why?
Right.
I don't have it. Why? Because the substitute is doing that for me. Right. I'm creating that as a list. Okay. I'm creating that as a list. So let's go to that record. Right. So, oh yeah, I need to put the certificate number. Oh yeah, I need the word calculation. Hold on. A minute. Yeah, we do a little bit longer webinar. It's okay. We have fun, right? It's fun,
I'm loving it.
Yeah, no,
okay.
this is great. We should take some questions though, and maybe
Yeah. I'm finishing this, and we go to the question, and we go tomorrow. We're going to stay sometime, Ken, on your file. I love your file. So there's so many things because I can apply pretty much everything I'm talking about for years. So I'm going to do that. Your file is perfect for that. So I'm creating this. So I'm creating this as a list. So I'm creating this. I'm creating this as a list, right? And I'm substituting carriage return by this. But if I don't have a carriage return, it won't do the replacements. So if I don't have the value, the third value, I don't have it. So that's why I don't have free carriage return. And I don't have this character for no reason. Because the substitutes the carriage return by this. So I don't do this and this and this. I'm not doing this. This is wrong, right? The substitute is doing this. I'm building a list and I'm substituting the carriage return by this. So this is a right clicking to do that. So yeah, let's go to the questions.
Let's see. First one. How did you keep the position when copying layout objects?
Yeah, so let's do it again. So I want that and that to go exactly where it should be. Okay. So I have this layout here. I copy. I'm going to layout mode, browse mode, and layout mode again, and then boom. Oh, boom. They come exactly where they should be. Demonstration. 294, right? 67. 294, 67. Do it again. You're in browse mode. That was my error. You need to bring browse mode. I'm in browse mode here. Okay. Here I'm in layout mode. I copy the object. I go there. Layout mode, browse mode, layout mode again, paste. And that worked for all the objects. I want this object, let's say, I want this one, and this one, and this one, right? So I go there, browse mode. Okay. So I copy layout mode, browse mode, layout mode, paste. Ha.
That's just weird that you'd have to go from layout to browse to layout to get it to do
It's a bug of FileMaker that never closed.
Okay,
And they didn't want to close.
got it.
I don't understand why they don't use that bug and say paste, right? And place. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You know, put an option there, you know, paste and place. Look, you know, tell me, trust me, when I was there, a lot of door slamming, you know, during meetings, you know, a lot of door slammings, you know, because it wasn't making sense. All of those things doesn't make any sense, you know. Why you don't just paste and place? We have the, you know, we can, what's the name? On many software, we can place and match style, for example, right? Why we don't do that? Why we don't do that? You know, why they don't say, okay, paste and match style? Okay, mirror, look, you know, I don't want to slam my door in my house, right? So yeah, this is how you do. So next question.
Would you base the new layout on the old pilot's TO or create a new TO2 pilot?
No, okay, no, I'm not creating a new TO. So, because and I did the same on my customer. Okay, it's a trade-off. Okay, this is a file that I received from a customer, you know, and this is a brand new table I created. It wasn't there before I came. So it's my new stuff, everything new, you know, everything is, you know, everything new because it wasn't there. So, you know, I don't care about, you know, it's this is new. This is my own stuff. But I also have in that file, right? I also have in that layout here things that comes from this is old stuff, right? So it's a brand new layout, looks like my stuff, right? But it's based on his parcel stuff, so it's not on mine, right? So it's a mix of two worlds, right? And sometimes I reuse his stuff, and sometimes I create my own. All of those I create them, right? Sometimes, you know, all of those I create them, and sometimes I reuse his name of occurrence. I don't change them. I don't. But that before was going to a table named PRR web renovation. PRR web renovation. It was going there before, okay? But now this one goes to the document table because we moved all the documents from one table to another. If you look now, those PRR tables are empty of records. They are still there, right? But they are empty of records because we move all the PDF and all the documents, like 22,000 documents. We move that, right? See, it's empty. Because we moved, but I didn't rename the occurrence. Why? Because otherwise I'm going to break too many things, right? And so that's why I didn't do that. But it's you know, when you have an existing file and you create something completely brand new, right? You can name it with the new way and stuff like this. But if you have to reuse all stuff, right? You need to keep going with what he has and fix case by case, case by case, case by case, right? At one point, I will rename those because the difficulty here, right? He has so many things attached to this, right? That is almost impossible right now to rename or arrange stuff. We need to fix things first, right? And that is a case by case. Every day or every week we're going to fix. We're going to fix this, and we're going to fix this. We're going to fix this. It's case by case. It will be a long time, right? A long time. But everything new, look, all this is new. I put on my new stuff. Everything existing on his stuff. And by the way, at one point we're going to retire stuff. We retire. That's it. Other question?
Yes. Would you ever create a checklist of sorts? For example, an order of things to import?
No, we have a lot of webinar talking about this. So the order, I can lay down the order here. First, you need to copy. You need to paste the tables. And when we say that, I'm talking about these tables. You copy the tables first. But you can, let's say like I did. First, you import the theme. Okay, import our custom function, right? Custom function. Then you copy paste, because we don't have import. Copy paste table, right? Then you if you need, you create, rename layouts like they were on the others. If you want to recreate something, you need to do this. Create, rename layout like they were named here. Then you copy paste scripts, right? No, sorry. You copy paste table. You create, rename layouts. You can recreate occurrences, right? Like this, you recreate those occurrences with everything. You recreate them. If you all the one you need, right? You create, rename layout, and you copy paste our scripts. But I forgot something before the layouts. You copy paste your value list. Okay, so pretty much this is what you need to do, right? Scripts, right? This is what you need to do here. Themes, custom function, copy paste table, recreate occurrences, copy paste value list, create, rename layouts, copy paste scripts. The scripts at the end. And then, at the end, that empty. And then copy paste objects. Because if you copy paste the object at that point, all the scripts will be broken. I explain. It's important. You need to create the layouts and name them. We don't care if they're empty, but they need to be there and they need to be named. Then you copy paste the scripts. Why? Because the scripts sometimes use layouts, and they can use value. Okay, so the script needs to be there. The layout need to be there, named, not breaking the scripts. And then you copy paste the layout object, because layout object can use script and they can use value list. And of course, they use occurrences. We use table, we use custom function, we use theme, right? You understand? So that's the project. That's the progress. So you can, you can copy paste it if you want much. I paste that on the Zoom chat.
Yes.
Okay. So you can paste that on Discord if you want. yeah, if you have another question, so that was nice. Just a question. Yeah, we good. Just a question. Is that interesting for you guys?
Someone on YouTube said this is one of the best demos yet. So
Okay, so yeah, because you saw. Look what. Okay, I took time to explain and talk, and but normally you can recreate this layout. Where's you can recreate this layout in no time. You will see it will be very fast. Tomorrow we go further, right? Tomorrow we're going to recreate those things and stuff like that. So that's why I think we're going to Ken, if you're not busy, we're going to stay like 3 weeks on your file.
Works for me.
Okay. So Marge, we can move the time,
Yep.
Okay. We push because it's very interesting. And I want to finish that file because it will be great, right? It will look good, right? So after that, guys, you have 3 weeks to decide what you want. Do you want that to happen on your file or not? I'm not going to beg you. Look, it's 3 weeks. So it's going to be 1.5 by 3, right? 4 hours and a half by 3, 13.5 by $200 an hour. That's what we give you, $2,700.
That's a lot of balloon rides.
It's a lot of balloon ride, right? So okay. So if you want that to happen on your file, send us. But this is exactly what we want because it's the reality. This is a reality, and we want to turn that in this, right? And we're going. So far, we fixed and look what we learned. We learn how to transfer conditional formatting. We learn about this. We learn about this. How to copy paste things. Right? It's good. Yeah, I understand. All those you will never find this on the other channel because this is the juice of the high developer. That the juice. I'm spitting the bean, and they hate me. All the developers in the world, they hate me. Because I'm spitting the bean, and they hate that. They don't want you to know all of those things, right? But I don't care because I have plenty of stuff that I can talk about. So I don't need to keep my secret. I can give it up, So I'm happy if you guys like it. So we stuck each other 3 weeks. So I enjoy it.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank
you very much, and thank you, Ken. So tomorrow you join us.
I will.
Same time, same place. Okay,
same
good.
Time, same Zoom channel.
Okay, thank you very much, Ken. I appreciate this. Thank you, bye. Bye-bye.
Have a lovely evening. Bye.
Bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!